Okay, let's do a little bit of a stretch up, and a little bit of stretch up, and a bit higher. Can you put your feet on the floor? Does your chair allow that? Yeah, so bottom loving the chair it's sat on. Let your bottom cheek settle in to the chair. Let your feet be tense, tension-free, and your arms reach up. Okay, so basically you're stretching this body. And wiggle and grow, wiggle and grow, wiggle and grow, wiggle and grow. One arm down, one arm down. This expresses what we want to say, and we're in a good place. Really good. Let's love our walls. Let's love our pets. Let them all glory in your voice, your uniqueness of voice. Very good. Let's take a breath in. Remember, we're going to fill the bottom of the glass. It can be gin, it can be squash, it can be juice, whatever it is. We fill the bottom first, okay? So we're breathing in and out for 10. And rest. And I think, Linda, you will have had loads of air left, yeah? So now we'll do 15 and we'll paint with the 15 breath, okay? So again, feeling that we're breathing in, make sure your feet are nice and relaxed but on the floor, your bottom loves your chair, your body is open, and we breathe. And out. Good, really good. Now let's make music with the breath. So crescendo diminuendo is all about breath pressure. Okay, so you can take it back and you can give a bit more and you can make your own breath aria. Okay, and we'll do it for 20 beats. So this means that when we take that breath in, altos, it's never about taking more breath in than you need. It's taking the optimum amount and releasing it at the optimum amount, okay? That's what good breath pressure is, not forcing or anything like that. It's how you use the breath, okay? Like anything in life, not how much you have, but how you use it. So here we go. And my feet are firm and my bottom loves my chair, and I breathe in. And I paint. Great, that's a beautiful aria. Very good. A new little breath thing just today. So what we're going to do is we're going to become aware, though I'm sure many of you already know this, of the apparatus that we use to control the breath, which is the diaphragm and the intercostal muscles. And they're a band all the way around our lower stomach into our back. So just to locate them, just to have a little game with this, we're going to pop our hands on our knees. I'll show you first. I'm going to bend over. I'm going to breathe all the air out of my body like this. Shh, until I've got no air left and my tummy's come into my spine, and then I'm going to breathe in. And what I feel then is the balloon, if you like, the bellows, okay, really expanding. I never push my bellows because then I'll feel slightly constipated and that's not comfortable. So I'm just going to let the breath go in without pushing. There is never any need to push. So just to locate that area, just to get it going. Ready, Helen? So we're going to bend over a little bit, hands on thighs. We're going to breathe out. Shh. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Feel your belly button go towards your spine. Keep going till you have no air left. And then when you want, breathe in. Good. Well done. Come back. Can you feel a little expansion in the lower body when you do that? Maybe into the back, maybe into the diaphragm. Good. Just to remind you that that is your machine. And if your machine's switched on, then the car will run really, really well. Good. Okay, let's sing a little bit. We're still doing our diddlies, but we've got an extra little diddly today because I would like every warm-up to be a tad different with a little addition. So, Ben, we'll start in B flat major. And it goes like this. Diddly dee 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 dee, 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 diddly dee. Okay, so there's an extra dee in there, okay, which gets our mouths working and our bodies working very quickly, because that's this piece, as Gwen was saying, wow, it's quick. So it goes diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee. Okay, so here we go. Diddly dee, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee. Diddly dee 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 dee, 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 diddly dee. Jackie, you need to mute. Diddly dee 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 dee, 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 diddly dee. Diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee. Diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee. Diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee 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 dee, diddly dee. Diddly dee 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 dee, 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 diddly dee 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 d So, very good. When we do this then, let's make our dee-dees musical. You can do anything, with an R, with a D, with a diddly. You can make them all musical, or you can make them unmusical. Okay, so Ben, where are we?
We've just got to be flat.
1, Good, Gwen, well done. You see, because it's that quick actually, that, and we don't need to move our mouths so much, we just need to diddly. Jackie, you don't say you're muted. Are you muted?
I'm not now. I just
That's okay, lovely.
sorry, I was late. There's a queue apparently. Zoom's not letting people in, so I came in thinking we hadn't started.
Okay, no, not your fault at all. It just doesn't say you're muted, but Sarah will make sure everyone's in now. Absolutely brilliant. So our final warm-up then, gang, for today is still With Joy My Soul Sings. Oh, Sal, hi, lovely to see you. And a couple more people coming in now. Sarah's coming in. Sorry if you were in a waiting room. It just is the Zoom thing going on. With Joy My Soul Sings, we're adding some more notes. So in B major, please. With joy my soul sings. Okay, so we're filling in the arpeggio now, okay? So here we go, everybody. Remember, our bodies are up. Hi, Sean, lovely to see you. 1, 2, 3. With joy my soul sings. With joy my soul sings. With joy my soul sings. Very good, everybody. Now, the thing is, you've really got to think about what you're singing. Do not go through the motions. Because at the moment, there's not a lot of joy going on that screen. There's a fair amount of concentration. I'll let you have that. But there's not a lot of joy. So can you play the game? The game is, with joy, my soul sings. All of those matter. With what? Joy. Whose? My. What? Soul. What does it do? Sings. It all matters. Or we can do, with joy my soul sings, and nobody will believe you. Okay? So really think about what you're singing. Engage all of you. The joy of singing is that we engage our brains and our larynxes and our breath and our soul. You know, as singers, we've got words as well as music. How fortunate. So let's take every opportunity to sing with joy. My soul sings.
You measure.
2, 3. With joy, my soul sings. 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 Amy, I loved that. Very good, everybody. That looked beautiful and sounded beautiful. So always remember when you're singing to engage all of you, because that's what makes us a little bit special. Good. We've warmed up. Do you feel warmed up? You're happy with that? Yeah, good. Let's go to our piece then. So the good news is, altos, we've almost finished the piece. Did you know that? Yeah, we're nearly there, aren't we? So today we're looking at page 25 at letter Q. Now, you have got the hardest part here by a mile. Okay, it's quick and there's a lot to get in. So when I was recording this, I have to say it was quick. But we can do this, we've got this. But let's do it, James, slowly and get there together. Okay, so let's speak this in rhythm at a decent tempo. So it goes, our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. So drunk on the music, a place that we belong. How was that? Is it okay? Shall we just break it up a little bit? Yeah. Let's do the first 1, 2, 3, 4 bars. Okay, just the first 4 bars. And 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Yeah, tapping feet. Should we do it again? And 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. How's that? Do you want to look up? Do you want to be very, very daring and look up? Because in a minute we've got to do some choreography. Right, Ben's going to play that because he's brilliant, and we're going to speak it together. Okay? 3, 4, 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Okay, once more. 3, 4, 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Yes. Good. It's evoking memories through our tapping feet. Should we sing that much? So, bit under tempo again then. 3, 4, 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Brilliant. You know the staccato on evoking? Ignore that. There's no time in the tempo. That'll just mess us up. So cross that out, okay? That staccato is not interesting there, and nobody else is doing it. Good. Our bodies, the same with our bodies. Don't do that. Our bodies move. So no staccato there either. Okay? So a little bit quicker. 3, 4, 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Okay, once more looking at me. 3, 4, 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. How's that, altos? Is that okay? Should we go on? So it goes, speaking it slowly. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. Should we do that? And 1. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. Yep. And I love the as we trace out. It's really funky, that, isn't it? Can you do a little movement? As we trace out. You don't have to do that. Yeah, exactly. I feel like doing that. So I'll do it anyway. So go from our arms and 1. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. Great. Finally, so drunk on the music, a place that we belong. So drunk on the music, a place that we belong. Yeah, we've got the funkiest line. It's the hardest line, I won't lie, but it's a funky one. Let's sing from then, please. Our arms are held up high. 3, 4, 1. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. So drunk on the music, a place that we belong. Very, very good. And once more from there, thanks, Ben. And 1. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. So drunk on the music, a place that we belong. Very, very good. Let's go back to cue, please, and put all of that together. So our bodies move. 3, 4, 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. So drunk on the music, a place that we belong. Hey, really, really good. Should we do it quicker? Where's Gwen? Gwen was immensely honest and said to me, like everyone felt, that it's quick. Gwen, should we do it a bit quicker? Yeah, come on, let's do it. So, 3, 4, 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. So drunk on the music, a place that we belong. Marion, how was that? Yeah. So now, this is what's going to totally destroy us, is we've got to do some choreography. Now, we haven't got to. I have to say that, all right? So we don't have to do this. You can choose not to come in the 10 minutes that we record the Zoom with a choreographed move and then join us afterwards, and I'll give you big notice on that. But for today, let's have a laugh and see if we can put our moves in. So it goes slowly. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. So drunk on the music, a place that we belong. How do you feel about that? I'm going to do a little video that I'm going to share with you. Let's do it once more. Just have a laugh, okay? And totally now, it doesn't matter if we don't get it right. Linda's looking horrified. Linda, it's going to be awesome, honestly. And you don't have to do it anyway. There's always a choice in life, she says. Our bodies. 3, 4, 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat. Oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. So drunk on the music, a place that we belong. Yes, very, very good. We'll come back to that each time. So we do that, altos, just once. Okay, we do that line just once. So we've heard the forget-me-nots do it. Then we've heard the sopranos do it. Now, if you want to sing with the sopranos, because the tune's quite nice, do. And then at the third time, we sing Our Bodies Move. Okay. Not sure of the notes in 2/4/4, Sal. Good. Evoking memories. It's those notes. Evoking memories. Evoking memories. Am I right? Yeah. Evoking memories. Okay. Good, that'll be now on the YouTube, so you can go over that 68 times if you want to. Good. So as I was saying, we do that the 3rd time, and then we do another version the 4th time, because we're changing key. So let's do the 4th version. So this is on page 26, everybody, and this is the last bar top system under tempo. It's virtually the same bar a G flat, a B natural. So we've got our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat, home, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Yeah, and that's different, isn't it? We go up there. Okay, so that is different for the 4th time round. Can we do that again then? This is the top of page 26, last bar, and 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat, oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song, so drunk on the music, a place that we belong. So in the 2nd time round, we've also got a D on arms. Let's circle that. That's page 27, bar 254. You will see that there is a D that we didn't do before. It's because we're in a new key. He's changing keys with us. And then in bar 257 on page 28, again we go up to the B. Okay, so what I'd like to do now, everybody, is do version 1, which will be the 3rd time, and version 2, which will be the 4th time, noting for our muscles the change. Okay, so here's version 1. This is the 3rd time at letter Q. Under tempo, and 3, 4, 1. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat, oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song, so drunk on the music, a place that we belong. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat, oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song, so drunk on the music, a place that we belong. How was that, altos? Yeah? Should we just do it once more for luck at that speed, and then I'm going to leave it for today, okay? Because it's 2 different things we just need to get in our muscles. Okay, our bodies move. 3rd time. In fact, actually, let's do so we know where to come in. So I'm going to go from page 24, bottom system. So this is the band giving it to us. Then you'll hear Forget-Me-Nots, and I don't want you to sing then. Then you'll hear the sopranos. If you want to sing then, you can, because it's quite a nice tune. And then you're going to come in with your 3rd version and then your 4th version. Do you now want to shoot me? Does that make sense, or is it terribly complicated? Terribly complicated. Here we go. So, bottom of page 24, here's the band. Here's Forget-Me-Nots, don't sing. Our bodies move and swing to the rhythm and beat, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song, drunk on the music now. There's the sopranos. Our bodies move and swing to the rhythm and beat, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song, drunk on the music now. There's the altos. Our bodies move to the rhythm and the beat, oh, evoking memories through our tapping feet. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song, so drunk on the music, a place that we belong. Our for today. Should we let that permeate? Marinade like a decent red wine. We'll let it marinade nicely until I see you again or you conquer this again. Let's now skip to the end. So this is the last bit we've got to do, which is very, very exciting, and I'm thrilled with the way the rehearsals are going. So thank you so much for being amazing. These are the same words here then, everybody, on page 37 at bar 319. Ben, do you need some light on?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
You've met Ben, haven't you, our lovely pianist? Have you met Ben? No, come and say hi, Ben.
Come and say hello.
He's gonna be cross with me
We
now.
do.
This is Ben. You've met Nikki. We have Nikki one week on one day, and this is Ben. Come and say hi to Ben.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you all.
So Ben is a conductor of City Voices Bristol that are joining us for some of these rehearsals, and Rose Community Chorus that are joining us for these rehearsals, and also a member of the Forget Me Not team. Good. Oh, whilst I remember, you've all been awesome and joined all these rehearsals. Thank you so much. A couple more dates for the diary. We don't want to lose you just yet. So on the 1st of June, which is a Tuesday, after you will have handed in your recordings, we're going to share the audio with you. I'm hoping you'll come in for that. So it's not the film. You know, you're making this audio for a film, but actually I wanted to just honour the work that you've done. So on the 1st of June, we're going to share just the first hearing of the audio, the 4-part with band, and we'll be joined that night by the composer, and we can chat to him and ask him why he wrote it so quick, Gwen. That's my question to him anyway. And also hopefully the librettist and some of the band. So that'll be a really nice night just to meet everybody. And then on the 8th of June, which is the following Tuesday, we're going to hold an event that is Desert Island Discs. So Rebecca Evans, CBE, amazing operatic soprano, and Maestro Carlo Rizzi, who is a conductor at La Scala and the Met, and was for many years musical director at Welsh National Opera, and is a very handsome Italian, and also a patron of the choir. He and Rebecca are going to share their Desert Island Discs with us. So it will be a really lovely event. They've worked together for many years at the Met and at La Scala. I mean, they're phenomenal musicians, and they're giving their time to chat to us, which is beautiful. There is a charge for that evening, and that's £5. However, if you were to become a friend of Forget Me Nots, you could come free. You see how I'm going with this, Diane? Now, it's not a big ask, okay? You don't have to do this. This project was completely free. I don't want you to pay a penny if you don't want to. But if you wanted to become a friend of Forget Me Nots for as little as £5 a month, it would make a real difference to us. And you would get in to see Carlo and Rebecca free. I'm going to leave that just there. Okay, let's go to page 37. Okay, so this is the last bit we've got to conquer. Same words as we've had before. So shall we speak it together? End of tempo. 3, 4, 1. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. Drunk on the music now, a place where we be. Songs of love and joy. Songs of love and joy. Off. Songs of love and 5 bars of joy. Exactly, Diane, 5 bars of joy. Now, those 5 bars I've been explaining to all the other sections when we've been doing sectionals. Please do not feel a failure in any way if you are not able to sing those 5 bars of joy without a breath. In fact, I would recommend a breath, a stagger. It's a bit tricky to stagger when you're on your own, but feel free to stagger. Do not hang on for 5 bars and make a horrible noise by the end as you expire. My top tip for today is breathe where you like and come back in, Una, with a beautiful noise rather than at the end, okay? So you don't have to hold 5 bars, you can breathe, okay? Because Rebecca's on a top B, so I reckon she might have to breathe. But then again, she might not because she is awesome. Okay, so should we have a little go at this? What else was I going to say to you? I think that was it for now. Okay, let's sing it. So this is the top of page 37. Everybody, bar 319. 3, 4, 1. Oh, from the A natural, I'm so sorry. 3, 4, 1. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the sun. Jump on the music now, a place where we be. Songs of love and joy. Songs of love and joy. Songs of love and joy. But of course, those last bars go quicker. Okay, good. Let's do it once more, please. Let's just listen to the difference between the first bar in 319 and then the bar in 320. Have a listen to this. And 1. Yeah, good. So it's the G sharp that feels slightly odd, doesn't it there? Let's do that again. And 1. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the sun. Drunk on the music now, a place where we be. Yeah. So it's the difference between that G sharp and then the bright A natural. Should we just try that once more slowly? Once they're in the muscles, we'll have it. 3, 4, 1. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the sun. Drunk on the music now, a place where we be. Great. Let's now do that a little bit quicker, because in the next section, if we're too slow, it's just a little bit laryngeally tiring. So 3, 4, 1. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the sun. Jump on the music now, a place where we be. Songs of love and joy. Songs of love and joy. Songs of love and joy. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, off. Absolutely, really, really good. Excellent. Let's just check one thing, everybody. Will you notice that in these words in this section, we have a slight word change to the last time we met these words at letter Q. A place where we belong. When we sang these earlier, you know, our bodies move and swing to the rhythm and beat, we sang a place that we belong. Here is a place where we belong. And I checked with David, and that's absolutely what he wants. Okay, so let's just make a note that they are different, which feels a little unusual. So we just need to own that. Okay. These rhythms need to be really frothy, altos, okay? Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. Drunk on the music now, a place where we be. Songs of love and joy, yeah? It's got to have that movement about it. By the way, joy should not be joy. It should be joy. It's an O followed by a quick E. It's a diphthong. Joy. Will you do it with me? Joy. So don't think of joy, but joy. And just on that last quaver, held quaver, you can put a quick E. But don't sing joy, otherwise we'll have a nasty wrong diphthong. Should we put all this together then, gang? We'll do it twice through and then we'll go back to the beginning, because this, Claire, is all of it done. So exciting. Good. Our arms, our arms, if you're in Wales. 3, 4, 1. Our arms are held up high as we trace out the song. Drunk on the music now, a place where we be. Songs of love and joy. Songs of love and joy. Songs of love and joy. Yeah? Shall we go back to the beginning then? Well done, everybody. Awesome work. Really good. Okay, so back to the beginning then at page 2. R's are never R's. They are always an emotion leading to the next bit of text or the emotion of the song. So when you sing your long FR at letter A, don't feel like you're just going through the motions, perish the thought. You need to make that R all about celebration of singing, okay? Because that's what this, with joy my soul sings, that R is a way of you saying with joy my soul sings in shorthand. Do you know what I mean? You can't just sing me a long FR because it'll be really boring. You need to do something with it and make it musical and think about it leading to what's coming, you know, expectation and hope. So let's go from then the upbeats, the bar into our F. Okay, so this is bottom of page 2, second bar, and Stephen Critchlow will play the violin. Exactly. Now imagine, altos, if you were on stage and you were paid to sing just this. Yeah, that's what happens as a professional singer. Sometimes you've just got, like in the opera, say you've got a small role, you might just have 5 bars. It's more terrifying than singing 3 arias, honestly, because that, if you mess up those 5 bars, there's no chance of getting it right later in the opera. A small role is far more perspiration making than a big aria. So let's imagine we were being paid for just these R bars. Goodness me, we'd want to make something of them, wouldn't we? We'd want to show off because we might get the next job. You know, they might notice us from these R's and book us to sing a really big aria. So let's make something of them. Let's make them musical. And do you remember we were going to stroke the belly? Here's an F. It's that, you know? Exactly, Amy, you do that really well. Ah! And then, you know, you leave the audience wanting more. You don't do ah. You do ah. And they say, oh, more, F-R. Okay, so really think about using every note you can to thrill your audience. Good. How was that? Were you brilliant? Will you get the next booking? Yep, I'm booking you all. You can do an aria next time. Okay, let's make sure, please, you never go over your quaver rest. Always come off on the quaver rest. Don't glory in your noise too much. I have been known to do that. Don't do it. Good. It's bad singing. Then let's go to our da-das and shall we speak it to get our diddles and our Ds in the right place. Okay, so after 3, this is the bottom of page 3. 1, 2, 3. Da 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 da, diddle da 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 da, dee da 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 da, diddle da 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 da, dee da 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 da, diddle da 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 da, ooh da ooh, dee da da da. Yeah, that was easy at that tempo, wasn't it? Should we do it a little bit quicker then? 1, 2, 3. Da 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 da, diddle da 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 da, dee da 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 da, diddle da 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 da, dee da 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 da, diddle da 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 da, dee da da da. Yes, Sarah, absolutely brilliant. Do you remember last time we were going to wave a D? You know, dee da da da. I mean, you can do that if you want, if it helps. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it's just annoying. And I wouldn't want to be that, not too much anyway. Should we sing it now? Slightly under tempo. 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. Yes, bit quicker. And 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. Great. So now let's go for it, gang. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, da 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 da. Brilliant. Let's go back to our R's and put all of that together then, please. This is page 2, bar in. Remember, your R's need to be everything you have. Very good. Happy? Happy yan yan? Very, very happy? Epic. Let's go on. So, joy of song with love in our hearts. Can we just speak it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Joy of song with love in our hearts. Singing strong when the melody starts. Joined together, singing along. It brings us love and hope when singing a song. Yeah, absolutely. Just do it once more, just for our memory banks, just to get it into the muscles, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Joy of song with love in our hearts. Singing strong when the melody starts. Joined together, singing along. It brings us love and hope when singing a song. Brilliant. Now then, a couple of things then, altos. Can you imagine at B, letter B, top of page 5, we've got a little word in the rest. So it goes like this. Bear with me. Joy of song with love in what? Our hearts. Imagine the audience goes, what? And you say, our hearts. Okay? Can we play that game? It's a bit of fun, honestly. I did it with the sopranos and we had a fantastic time. So you've got to put a what in, right? I'll do it again. It goes like this, right? Joy of song with love in what? Our hearts. Yeah, because then it makes us think, you see, about what that rest is. Because that rest is not a breath. That rest is our hearts, of course. Audience, don't you know that? But if you think the audience say what, it helps us, what's the word? Embrace it. Should we do it? And joy of song with love in what? Our hearts. Singing strong when the melody starts. Yeah. Next thing to do for me then, altos, is this. Take your drumstick in your hand and do. Great. So you will already be way ahead of me and know that your hearts has to be like that. Okay? We don't want any spilling, leaking S's because that will mess up the rest after you. Perish the thought. So it will go. Joy of song with love in what? Our hearts. Singing strong when the melody starts. Yep, so a really quick drum beat on your starts. Should we do it again? 1, 2, 3, 4. Joy of song with love in our hearts. Singing strong when the melody starts. Go on. Joined together, singing along. It brings us love and hope when singing a song. What will we sing? We will sing a song, but it's a very short song. Get off your song. Don't hang over that bar. Good. I love the fact that David has written fortissimo on it brings us love. It brings us love. And we're good at that, altos, because that's a good place in our voices to make that work. The sopranos often have got to worry about making beautiful noises at the top. We don't have to do that. We can own the lyrics. We can be the text warriors and make sure that all our text is heard, because it's mostly in our speaky, singery voices, but not right in the top. So let's sing it, Joy of Song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Joy of song with love in our hearts, singing strong when the melody starts. Joined together, singing along, it brings us love and hope when singing a song. Good. Let's check our notes on It Brings Us Love. Have a listen to this from It Brings Us Love slowly. Should we do that again? And 1. It brings us love and hope when singing a song. And again. It brings us love and hope when singing a song. When you do it this time, can you give me a decent V on love and a decent P on hope? Once more. It brings us love and hope when singing a song. And you should spit at the screen. You should have a P hitting your Zoom screen. Okay, there should be spittle all over it. Good. Let's go from Joy of Song at letter B, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Joy of song with love in our hearts, singing strong when the melody starts. Joined together, singing along, it brings us love and hope when singing a song. Yeah, very, very good. Let's go back to our diddles and put our diddles together with our joy ofs. Okay, so this is the bottom of page 3, please. And 1, 2, 3. Da, 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 dee, da, 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 dee, da, 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 da. Joy of song with love in what our hearts, singing strong when the melody starts. Joined together, singing along, it brings us love and hope when singing a song. Yes! Did we own that, altos? Are you feeling good? You're looking good. Feeling good? Yeah. Right, let's go on. I love rehearsing altos. I got to tell you that. Good. Bottom of page 6 then, please. We've got a couple more R's that obviously aren't R's. They're leading to these next words, songs of joy and sanctuary. And these words matter hugely to us as a charity because it is a sanctuary, forget-me-nots. It is somewhere that one can go to be accepted and embraced and normalised. That's really, really important. Sal will tell you that. And who else will tell you that? Claire will tell you that, because Sal and Claire come with their mums, respectively. So it is a place where everyone can be who they need to be. It's a sanctuary. It's stolen voices given wings. I mentioned last time that Sal's mum is going to sing with you guys, which is incredible. And she's been singing for 94, well, yeah, probably 94 years. So how amazing that her voice, which can't be in a choral society anymore because of memory issues, can still sing. Songs of joy and sanctuary. Love, most definitely. Hope, 100%. And unity. And you guys are already creating that unity because you are part of the Forget-Me-Not family now forever. We're never going to let you go, because it is about unity and family and safety and all those things that we passionately believe in. So let's do our R's knowing that. Those are what those R's say, they are not R's. Okay, so from bottom of page 6, 1 bar into our R's. Thanks, and slightly under-tempered, Ben. Songs of joy and sanctuary, solemn voices given wings. Songs of joy and sanctuary, love and hope and unity. Great. Excellent, everybody. Let's do it a little bit quicker. On the R's, have a listen to your R aria. Now, if ever there was a violin moment, off we go into our aria. Are you ready to play your violins? You can play a cello if you want. Are you ready? And a little bit quicker. So here's the bar before. Songs of joy and sanctuary, solemn voices given wings. Songs of joy and sanctuary, love and hope and unity. Very, very good, very, very good. I didn't see a lot of violin playing. Let me tell you, as a singing teacher for many years, I always encourage my students to physicalise. I've talked to you about this before. You don't have to, but honestly, if you do that, right, you think about it now. When you put breath on vocal cords, you're putting something on strings. Okay, your vocal cords are strings. Now, when you put your violin bow on your violin, it's the equivalent, if you like, of breath on a string. So when you play the violin, honestly, it's very, very equivalent to what's happening internally. It's the best we can get because we can't go in and see. Okay, so you don't have to do that, but a top tip sometimes helps, but don't feel you've got to. Once more, and we'll do it a little bit quicker again. Songs of joy and sanctuary, solemn voices given wings. Songs of joy and sanctuary, love and hope and unity. Brilliant, really, really good. Couple of things then. We talked, I think, before of songs of joy and sanctuary. No breath in that rest, please. Otherwise, you'll be late coming back in on your sanctuary. It's again a Luftpause. And then subito mezzo forte on stolen voices given wings. Then back to songs of joy and sanctuary. And then subito mezzo forte again. Love and hope and we build then through our unity, because above us we've got socks doing love and hope and you. All right, good. So let's go from our R's once more, and then we'll move on altos. Very, very, very good. Oh no, let's move on because time's gone on. Okay, sorry. Bottom of page 9. Can we just speak, please? These bars going over the page. So we've got, gang, rejoicing, a love of song, with laughter, a love of song. Connected, a love of song. Everything is about a love of song, but there are 3 things we're going to do. We're going to rejoice, we're going to laugh, and we're going to connect. Okay? 3, 4, 1. Rejoicing, a love of song. With laughter, a love of song. Connected, a love of song. 1, and again, and 1. Rejoicing, a love of song. With laughter, a love of song. Connected, a love of song. Good. Let's sing it from the B flat and from the B flat, just from that place here. Thanks, Ben. And 1. Rejoicing, a love of song. With laughter, a love of song. Connected, a love of song. Great. Let's go back to songs of joy then, please. Bottom of page 9 and 1. Songs of joy and sanctuary. Rejoicing, a love of song. With laughter, a love of song. Connected, a love of song. Really good altos, really, really good. Then, please may we do our little bit of R's on the top of page 11. Okay, just have a listen to this. Sort of feels a bit James Bondy, doesn't it? Yeah. Should we do our James Bond theme-ish? So here's Rebecca. She goes from that our voices transport. This is the bars before you come in. That our voices transport, our hearts with the sky, our lungs fill up deep and our spirits are high. Voices come by. Brilliant, altos. We've got 2 minutes. In our last 2 minutes, will you skip on? Never finish your rehearsal early. Will you skip on to page 16? We're going to do our dadas and our 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3s, just because it's a good way to finish at 8:30 before we go and relax. Okay, so this is page 16. This is 2 bars in, altos. We're nearly there. Are you with me? Nice. Here we go. With that because it makes me laugh. Altos, it's a joy. You are lovely. Thank you so much for being awesome, and see you next week for more of the same. Have a beautiful